Hi guys, we're going to do a guide on boost skipping. Boost skipping is a really powerful tech where you use your engine power to boost and drift consecutively very, very quickly, giving you extremely high amounts of maneuverability and speed while moving in a really unpredictable way. You can use this to traverse the map really, really quickly and efficiently, much more quickly than standard boost. Or you can use this to evade or to even tail a target. So as a quick example to show how efficient this is, I'm going to set myself at 2,000 meters away from this MC75, and I'm going to boost straight in with just 2 bars of boost energy. So that was 2 bars, 2 segments, 2 full segments. I was 2,000 away, finished at about 500 away, and so that's about 1,500 meters traveled with 2 segments, all right? Now I'm gonna set myself at 2,000 meters away and use 2 segments of it to boost skip instead. So we're about 2,000 away. I had a little bit over 2, but here's boost skipping, boost drift, boost drift, boost drift. All right, and no more boost drifting. And you can see I went pretty much like a 500 meters farther, right? When I basically ran out of energy. So it's just a bit more efficient, even though you have insanely more maneuverability. So this makes this the best way to travel if all you're trying to do is get somewhere fast, right? With the possible exception of really, really, really wanting just to get somewhere really, 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 really fast. Like if you want that extra 5%, then I guess you can continuous boost. But it's less efficient, and your boost mirrors your life. So I prefer boost skipping in pretty much every situation. So how do we do a boost skip? What the heck is it? What the heck is a boost skip? A boost skip is where you boost, start a dead drift, boost, start another dead drift. Boost, start another dead drift. That's simple. But you do it consecutively very quickly in order to give a maximum amount of because your boost bar decays, right? If you don't have power in it. But every time you start a drift, it pauses. You can see in the bottom left, boost, drift, it's paused. Bottom left of the screen, the boost meter is paused every time I start a drift. And that's for about 3/4 of a second. So boost drift, 3/4 of a second, boost drift, 3/4 of a second, boost drift, 3/4 of a second. So what we do is we time our boost skips to at least that cadence of 3/4 of a second between the drift and the next boost. And you can see it only steps down very slowly. And we get a lot of boost energy through this, right? Lots and lots of movement with very little boost energy. The other thing that's really important is that we're boosting for a very short amount of time. You see it stepping down here? That's because I am immediately drifting after boosting. You can see on my screen, my controller, my left trigger is double tapping, right? Lighting up for a brief second, lighting up again. And that's because I'm tapping, holding, tapping, holding, tapping, holding in very quick succession. It's just like a double click on the mouse, except you're pressing and holding the second click. And so for comparison, this is how much energy you drain. Look at the boost bar. If you do long boosts, right? I only get per segment like 1.5 boosts per bar if I do it that way. And I'm already out of energy. Whereas, right, if I tap, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, I can get 3 boosts on a single segment of boost energy, or even more if I'm really careful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically 4 on one segment. Very, very, very strong, guys. So the only way to train it is so the way that you train it, right? First, you need to learn how to jet drift. So tap, press and hold, tap, press and hold, tap, press and hold. And the really simple way to do this, guys, is you just do that slowly. Tap, press and hold, tap, press and hold, tap, press and hold. Do it on an A-wing and you can get a feel for the cadence of, I'm getting ahead of myself. So that's the first part, right? being able to boost and drift in quick succession. Some people have issues with their controls. Make sure that in the controls, options controls, you set your drift input mode to hold, and that you set your throttle down to stop boosting to disabled. That will make sure that if you're throttling down, you don't have any issues. And that you have full control over when you start your next boost. And it's a minimum of inputs. Double tap is finicky and more unreliable than hold. This just requires a double tap and hold. The other thing that's important, if you find yourself stalling, what you can do, I have equipped a microthrust engine on my A-Wing. You can see the acceleration has been reduced, and so is my top speed. And what that does is my drifts last longer, and my maneuverability, and because my acceleration is really low, it takes a long time for me to get the throttle to 0 as well. So to 0 speed if I throttle down to 0. So what I do is I throttle to 0, then I start my boost, and as long as your current speed, as long as your current throttle setting is less than your current speed, you will instantly accelerate. Instantly accelerate to your maximum boost speed. Instantly accelerate, right? If my current speed is higher, then it'll speed you up slowly. You see that right there? My current speed's higher, or my throttle setting is higher than my current speed, it speeds me up slowly. See how it kind of, that in the bottom left corner, it kind of like fills up. Whereas here, instant, right? Immediately up to that 240-ish speed. The second thing that you need to practice is your cadence. What do I mean by cadence? I mean the time between your drift and your next boost. And how do you practice that? Put your power to another system, weapons or shields, boost, drift, watch your power, right? It's going to start decaying. Watch your engine power, your boost energy. Your boost energy starts decaying about 3/4 of a second later. Just watch that. See that? Start your boost. And get used to trying to anticipate that and starting your boost just an instant before it starts decaying. Boost drift. I watch it. It starts going down. Boost drift. I watch it. It starts going down. Boost drift. I anticipate it. I anticipate it. I anticipate it. And all you want to see are those steps down. Steps down. Steps down. Steps down one at a time. Step down. Step down. Step down, step down, step down, every time. And that's it, guys. One good example of how this can be applied. If I switch ships to my X-Wing here, boost extension instantly gives you about 19 at max boosts. If you're good, you can, about 15 to 18 is really, really, really good. 19 is perfect. 15 to 17 is really, really good. 18 is extremely good. 19 is perfect. You can boost, skip, and charge. I've already charged all my shields. It takes me a couple of seconds to recharge some energy from my engines. And then I boost, skip some more, and I have all of this weapon energy. A quick note, by the way. Jet engine is the best engine for this. Why? Because jet engine doubles your boost recharge rate, and then doubles, or in the case of the X-Wing, double and a halves the rate at which you spend boost, but only when continuous boosting. So the amount of energy you get, or the initial cost of the boost has not changed when you boost skip. Whether using standard or jet engine, I can boost 18 times, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 times with boost extension, or with a full bar of boost energy. And so you can charge your weapons to overcharged while boost skipping around, getting distance, staying evasive. Put your power to engines, shoot the ship, shoot the ship, shoot the ship, shoot the ship. Do this in loops. And this is the fastest way to do DPS with the X-Wing, is to overcharge your weapons while you're boost skipping, and then put your power into lasers while you shoot whatever you're shooting at, whether it's a raider, whether it's a cruiser, whatever you might be shooting at. And this way, you maintain maximum energy. You maintain lots of energy for lots of space, lots of evasiveness if you need to recharge your shields. For example, like imagine trying to hit something that's moving in circles like this while it's overcharging its shields. It's very, 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 very difficult. And even then, I still have enough boost energy by perfectly executing it to overcharge my weapon some. Then lets me shoot the raider even more. And I go back to boost skipping, back to boost skipping, back to power to engines, back to shooting it more. I just have throttle a half, guys. Just throttle a half, and this lets me burn the raider very, very quickly here. This is and this is with no auxiliaries. This is just lasers. It's only been about maybe a minute? Oh, maybe a minute and a half since I had to use 2 ion missiles down the shields. But it's a very fast raider burn. Let me see how much damage this is actually doing per overcharge. It's at 39. Each shot's doing about 2%. Gotcha. So it's doing about 16% each time that I do this. So after 7 times or so, it'll be dead. Ended up stopping there. Plenty of energy to evade, do all kinds of crazy maneuvers. One of the simplest ones you can do is called a corkscrew. Just pitch up, roll to one side. Easy evasion. Really hard to hit. This is one of the first evasive maneuvers I ever tried. It's still very strong. I still use it to this day, even in competitive play. And that's a dead raider. That's boost skipping, guys. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I want to read your comments. Do you think this is better, or is boost gasping better? And check out my Twitch stream. I stream at twitch.tv/Fenkar. Link in the description. If you want the boost gasping guide, link in the description. And I am running a coaching program where I help people out with all kinds of different stuff. Really cheap. Just check it out at twitch.tv/Fenkar Coaching Command. Have a good one, guys. I will see you next time.